founder. Here comes Selena in the house. Big, tall young lady going to sit down and talk to us. Selena, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing well, doing well. Now, how tall are you? 6'1"?
Yes.
Man, does that work to your advantage?
Yeah, it does sometimes.
How do you use it to your advantage? Because once you get out there, if I were tall like you, I'd still have to do something with it when I got there. How do you use it to your advantage?
Well, I try to play big. I try to extend my arms up and be even taller because my wingspan's kind of
get a little extra added to it, right?
Right. So I try to just be strong and just extend my arms.
You look like you could have taken care of some of those Western Guilford guys in basketball back in your day, maybe. Could have knocked you. How about, remember, I'm not sure if you're there about the same time, but remember Reggie Perkins? Remember Reggie back in the day?
I think I heard of him.
Yeah, I think he's playing at Catawba now. Some of the Western Guilford guys. Your Western Guilford team with Coach Polk back in the day, right?
Yeah.
How different is this GTCC thing from what it was when you were in high school? How different are these two?
Oh wow, it's day and night. It's completely different. We only had about 5 players on my team my senior year, so we did the best that we could with 5 players.
Did you have Clancy? Was Clancy there then?
Yeah, she was there my junior year.
Brittany, okay, got it.
Yeah. So we was pretty decent my junior year, but once she left, and we had 6 seniors that graduated that year, so we were only left with 5 players my senior year. But I think we did pretty good for what we had.
And this GTCC thing is probably, like you say, difference in night and day. And just having that kind of success, I think you're 27-3. That's got to feel pretty darn good.
Yeah, it feels really good. That's our goal in the beginning of the season. When we're running miles at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Where are you running those miles at? Where were you doing that workout at? Was that over at GTCC?
Yeah, we pretty much run around the YMCA and through Ragsdale High School and through the campus and stuff. And
now, when you were running back at 6 a.m. back in the summer, were you running pretty hard, or just kind of chilling a little bit, moving on? How serious are those runs?
It was a little cool. It was August, September, so
you're working pretty hard at it then.
Yeah, in the mornings it wasn't hot, so yeah.
Who are the team leaders on this team? You had to pick out a few on your team right now. Who are the team leaders?
It's hard to say. Everybody really brings some type of leadership in a different form. I can't just pick one person.
It's a total team effort.
It really is.
Who's the point guard? You know who the point guard is?
Latricia Smith. She was actually my point guard at Western Guilford.
Player, yeah.
So yeah.
Is it kind of crazy how 2 Western Guilford players end up on the same team here in college? That's kind of crazy.
It's actually, it works well. We're used to playing with each other. This is our 3rd year playing together, so we have a lot of good chemistry. And our other point guard, Nisa Linder, she stepped up. When they try to shut Tracy down, we have her. When they try to shut Nisa down, we have Tracy. So they both complement each other.
Long run, though. We talked about running at 6 in the morning. It's kind of a big jump, though, going from Western Guilford to GTCC. That's a good move. How did you select GTCC? Did it work out of Western, go right to GTCC, or was something in between?
It was.
Did you go straight through?
I really was not going to come here.
Gotcha.
As everybody in the area knows, GCC really isn't respected as a team. A lot of people say, oh, GCC has a basketball team. So a lot of people don't know about it. So I really didn't want to come here because of that. I had verbally committed to another school, but after talking to Coach Allison, he's basically telling me, look, this is what it is, and if you want to be a part of a winning team, you have to, you should come here. So some of my heart just told me to just stay home and just play for GCC, and I'm glad I made the decision.
So there was no other college in between. You went right to GTCC from Western then?
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's been a pretty good move for you. What do you think now? The move next is this your 2nd year there now?
It is.
So what do you think is in the works for the future? I know you got to focus on the big tournament, but you also got to be thinking down the road a little bit too. What are your plans down the road? Where do you go next? Any idea yet?
I've talked to a few coaches here and there. I went 1 or 2 visits already to other schools. I'm just trying to keep my options open. The national tournament is going to be a lot of major Division I, Division II coaches.
That's a good place to be seen too.
It really is.
Yeah,
so I'm just trying to keep my options open right now.
It's probably a good idea to get out there and win a few games.
Yeah.
You want to go out there to win the first one. So any kind of tournament, you want to win that very first game.
Right.
What do you think it's going to take to win that first game for your team?
It's going to take the same thing it took for us to get here. We have a really good system in place. Coach Allison's system is unbelievably phenomenal. So we just have to keep playing our game. We can't let the other team dictate how we play our game.
How much better are you as a player now than you were in high school? How much has your game improved? I know you're a pretty good player in high school. Maybe in high school sometimes you might have been able to get by with your height and just kind of get some rebounds, go through the game. Maybe some nights that things aren't going good, I'll just go through a little bit of motions. We'll get this game done, get this clock, get these whistles, get out of here. How's your game gotten better and more serious since you got to college?
It got a lot better. Like you said, in high school, I used my height, and when I ended up playing against girls that were my height, it was almost like, oh my gosh, like what do I do, you know? But coming here, he really put me through like a lot of obstacles to get me to be the player that I am today. Like I am now, you know, I try to be more stronger and use my height to my advantage and not play like I'm like 5'6" and play like I'm 6'1". So I really just try to get stronger.
Do you get off the floor? There's some tall players say, well, I'll just use my height and take care of it.
Yeah.
Some players say, I'm going to get off the floor and jump some too. So that's something you're also working on, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's something I'm still working on right now. Like, I'm still trying to work on that.
Did you play the sports in high school too, along with basketball?
I didn't.
Strictly basketball?
Strictly basketball.
And strictly with Coach Polk? She was your coach all those years?
Yeah, and I played AAU with the Phoenix Express with Coach Kenny Carter.
Oh, man, yeah, that's good basketball right there.
Yeah, I played with him my senior year, and I played with the High Point Stars with Coach Aaron Greer.
Coach Greer, exactly, yeah. So those are good coaches right there.
Great coaches,
If you got around Coach Carter, you definitely were getting a little more prepared for Coach Allison's style of coaching then. Coach Carter's going to get you ready.
Yeah, I love playing. I love training with Coach Carter. Like, if it would, like, I think he's the one that got me over the hump, you know, to be able to come in as a freshman and be an impact player as a freshman.
Without his help, it would have been a different story.
It's so different.
You still hear from Coach Carter? Keep up with him some?
Yeah, I do. I follow some of his recent players, and I see, you know, they're doing pretty good.
Does he keep up with your team over at GTCC probably too? The Coach Carter maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah, because you wonder sometimes about coaches or former players that they keep up with them pretty close together. Hear from Coach Polk at all? Or hear from her?
No, I don't hear from her anymore.
Gotcha. I know they've changed coaches over there since then. They've got a new coach now, but I don't know which direction they're going in these days. Maybe heading in a different direction. But you're heading toward Kansas. And what about going back to that Cape Fear game in the Region 10 championship? Talk about how big that game was, how much fun and exciting that game was to win that title. Because it means something to be a champion, no matter what level you're at, who you're playing. Champion means something.
It's a feeling that it's hard to like explain. You have to be the one to go through it. I remember last year we were there. You know, we was in the regional championship game, but we fell so short. And I felt as a player I didn't step up and I didn't, you know, do what I was supposed to do. But when we played in the championship game this year, I told myself I'm not going to feel that way again.
Did you have an empty feeling after that game last year?
I had a chip on my shoulder,
you
know.
So you came back.
Yeah, so I told myself I'm not going to cry on my way home. So I tried to do everything I could. I didn't score that many points, but I held their lead and scored to only 4 points. So
wow, I heard it was a lot of your defense in that game, maybe around 8 points, a lot of rebounds, but the defense was the difference.
Unbelievably good going left. Like she is a left hand, turn around, shoot quick with her left hand. So I just try to sit on her left hand and make her go right. Gotcha. And it worked.
And you had played them prior to that championship game. You played them a couple of times already this year too, right?
Yeah.
How had the previous matchups gone for you against them?
Well, the first time, I played horrible. I didn't have a good game. I was in foul trouble the entire game. The second time I played, you know, better, and you know, I tried to shut her down, but she still kind of scored. But the championship game is when, okay, you're not scoring, you know, so you're gonna work for your points.
And you were out there taking charges too, right?
Yeah.
That's what the coach was telling us.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have a little bit of, I guess, superior courage to stand in and take those charges, because you're 6'1". There's a big difference you being 6'1" going down, me being about 5'8" going down. You got a lot further to go down. You go back. It's pretty tough.
It's a lot of weight falling down. So yeah, I mean, it's the heat of the moment. You don't think about it. You just like, I have to make this play because I want to win. I want to get to the championship. This is what's going to get me there. So I need to do this. So.
Is that something you work on in practice?
Yeah. Working
to draw those charges. Coach Allison works with you guys in the scheme of practice plans. Let's work on this. Let's perfect this.
Yeah, we actually have drills, charge drills. That's what they're called, charge drills that we do during practice.
That's kind of like when the coach blows a whistle, the player bumps you, then you go down and maybe pop back up. That type of thing. Yeah.
Yep.
Did you do any weight training and working? Did you have a personal trainer during the off season somebody worked with to get stronger and things like that as well?
I didn't. Last year, after the season ended, we had post-season workouts, and we were in the weight room lifting weights. In preseason this year, we did the same thing. We lift weights. We still do it at practice. We use the medicine balls and jump in and stuff like that. So yeah, we lift weights.
How tough are these practices that GTC goes to every day? Your GTCC practices. How tough are those?
It's harder in the beginning because it's like trying to adjust, but it gets. I'm not gonna say it gets easier, but it gets, it's I don't know what to say, but it's, you can get through it.
Yeah.
But it's still hard, but I mean, it's just something that we have to do.
27-3 is good, but is it still hard not having your own gymnasium, not having your own place to practice? But really, you could call it like a GTCC gymnasium. You play at the Ragsdale location. Is that tough? Is that tough? Hard?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
I'm used to it. At first it was, not having your own gym to call home, not having your bus to, get to games. At first it was hard, but I mean, it don't matter where we play as long as we win, right?
You got the one thing with you too. You got this up here, that chip on the shoulder.
The chip on the shoulder.
You can use that to that advantage
motivation.
too. Other teams have a lot better facilities, got sometimes better forms of uniforms, whatever, blah blah blah. They got better stuff, but with you're working to win these games and make a name for the team and make a name for yourself too.
Right.
And like Nyla said, there'll be coaches out there watching these tournament games, so a good chance to be seen by these coaches.
Yeah.
Are you kind of locked in? You want to stay somewhere around here, North Carolina, nearby when you get through at GTCC, or do you want to branch out? You might go anywhere.
Honestly, wherever works best, financially, wherever I feel more comfortable playing, I have no specific area that I want to stay in.
You're not locked in then?
No.
What are your visualizations, your images of that tournament coming up? You haven't been there before, going over in Park, Kansas, national tournament, national stage, got the big championship series coming. What do you visualize? What do you see as you head out that way before you get there?
I just picture like a big gym and cameras and coaches just sitting everywhere,
And a lot more fans maybe too you've seen in the past.
Yeah, a lot more people than at the YMCA.
Exactly. Coach Allison's been a good leader for you, right?
Yeah.
Talk about his leadership qualities, his leadership characteristics. What do you see from him in that area?
Oh my gosh, he ingrains in us that you can't be selfish if you want to be a winning team. Even when we're down in a game and you're sitting on the bench, you still hear our bench playing, cheering for each other. We don't get down on each other. He tells us every day the only person that can be negative during the game is me. You guys have to pick each other up and be positive. And we don't ever take whatever he says as negativity. We take it as constructive criticism, and it's like I love playing for Coach Allison. Like he really is like a role model.
He's helping to get you to that next level then.
Yeah.
And you're going to keep playing, no doubt about it. Next year you'll be playing somewhere.
Oh, no doubt.
What about life after basketball? What do you do then? What do you see happening then? Because someday that'll probably hit you in the face too. You never know.
It is. Honestly, I'm thinking about majoring in criminal justice. So, probably working in the jails or doing forensic science or something like that.
The CSI type stuff?
Yeah.
Investigation?
Yeah.
There's some challenging stuff there. If you had to go back and do it all over again, you do it the same way?
The same way.
No changes?
No changes.
The journey has been a good journey for you then.
It has.
Where did it start? Selena Lozada, a little kid with Selena, and they're all going, I got little friends playing. How did you get started playing a little basketball back in the day?
Well, I was raised in Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, okay.
And I remember going to my middle school open house, and the basketball coach stopped me and was like, "Do you play basketball?" And I was like, "No." I was like the tallest kid, tallest sixth grader. I was the girly girl. I didn't like to get my hands dirty or anything like that. And she was like, "Well, you should just come and play." I'm like, no, thank you. But then I came out, I played 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and I loved it. I started creating, it's just something that I have to do.
Did you play at school and also play at home too with your family or friends?
No. My family is a more baseball-oriented family, so nobody really plays basketball in my family, so it's just me. So I played AAU though.
So were you playing AAU even down in Florida too?
Yeah.
How soon after that did you end up here when you moved up here?
A year after, when after my freshman year in high school, we moved up here.
So that would be getting your 10th year,
Yeah.
10th grade year, sophomore year. Were they glad to see when you showed up at 6'1"? Did the coaches, Coach Polkanoes, go, "We got some help here"?
Yeah, she was. She came up to me the first day of school. I'm like, "Dang, can I get my schedule first?" You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Did you ever run into Nino and Nim Marrero? Remember the Marrero brothers?
Nino, yeah, I graduated with Nino.
I thought you might. They were baseball guys. Since you
Yeah.
mentioned baseball, I'll think back to those guys.
Yeah.
Because I think the one, the older brother, I think was at UNCG, maybe playing
Yeah, I
baseball
think so.
there.
Nino played at GTCC last year.
Oh, little Nino there.
Yeah.
He's a little brother. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Those guys had a lot of talent. And do you ever go to any GTCC baseball games or
I haven't.
men's basketball games?
I went to the men's basketball games last year, but I haven't gone to a baseball game. I'll probably go to one this year.
Who's been the biggest influence, big supporter of your basketball career? Who's been the big motivator for you?
I'll have to say 3 people.
Okay.
My mom, she's always there. Even when I'm having a bad game, you know, she just tells me, just don't worry about it. On to the next. My sister, she keeps up with everything. She lives in Florida, but she keeps up with everything that I'm doing. Even if I don't even tell her, my mom tells her.
She finds it, yeah.
Yeah, she finds it. And my boyfriend, Keith, he's the one that helps me be mentally tough. You know, when I felt like I was breaking, I was about to quit, he just told me.
Is he a Western Guilford guy?
No, he came from Arizona, but he played for GTCC last year.
Gotcha. Baseball?
No, basketball.
Basketball. Gotcha. Now, your mom, was she a basketball person when she was growing up?
No, she was more like a volleyball person.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she was in Florida back then?
No, she was in New Jersey.
Man, New Jersey. So Nala was in New Jersey.
Yeah, I was born in Jersey.
So you were born in Jersey, ended up in Tampa, then got to Greensboro, Western Guilford.
Yeah.
So you've been around the horn then.
Yeah.
You got the job done. New Jersey's not too bad then. That's like the guy said, Joe Piscopo on Saturday night. Oh, I'm from Jersey, you're from Jersey. Remember the Joe Piscopo? Yeah, that's exactly right. Coach Allison, Nyla, and Selena Lozada Jersey people. A couple of final thoughts. If we had to take a big basketball picture, the photograph of your life, what do we see for your basketball life? Had a little photo shoot, little selfie made, little photograph looking at it. What do we? I mean, you're a beautiful young lady. Like
Thank
you say,
you.
you could be out of basketball doing other things too. But basketball, what do we see for your photo?
I just see my teammates this year. I love my teammates this year, and obviously Coach Allison, you know, my supporters, my mom, my sister, and my boyfriend.
That support staff has been a big part of what
A
you're doing.
big part.
So we'd see you out front, they'd be right behind you, kind of lifting you up.
Yeah, right behind me.
Gotcha.
My background.
So you're on the deserted island, got to play one-on-one to get off the island, got to bring somebody in, they got to be good. Can't be a slouch, can't be slack, can't be some cheap competition. Somebody really good to play to get off that deserted island. This is almost like a reality TV basketball show. Who do you bring in to play to get off that island? You know you can beat them, but they're still good.
I think I would have to pick Stephanie Dolson, the center who played for the UConn Huskies.
Wow, UConn, very
Yeah, I've watched her play throughout her college career, and she was not good at all her freshman year, but she ended up getting better, and now she's in the WNBA. So I would love to play against her.
Give us her name again, Stephanie Dawson.
Stephanie Dolson.
How about the girl from Cape Fear? Would you like to go against her one more time?
Oh yeah, I'll definitely go against
I'd
her.
like to see you against
She's
her.
definitely
Hearing the
worth
story
scoring
about that, about 6'1", 6'2", going match up. That'd be nice to see again.
Yeah.
Couple of final thoughts here for Selena Lozada. Thinking about all. Do you have any superstitions going to the tournament? Anything superstitious about any particular thing you might take along with you? It's like as a special good luck type thing. Any superstitions? Or you throw all those out the door?
You know, it's funny. I have to wear my hair a certain way. Like I wear my hair like a ponytail with a braid in the back. I feel like if I wear my hair any kind of way, it don't feel right.
Gotta wear it the same way every time.
I gotta wear it the same way.
Can't wear it down like it is right now. That'd be
No,
a waste
I can't.
of time.
It would be all in my face, and I can't do it.
So gonna have that ponytail when you head out to Overland Park, Kansas.
I will.
Well, Selena did an outstanding job.
Thank you
It's been
so
a great
much.
year for you. Keep up the good work. Good luck in the national tournament, and represent GTCC Titans well.
I will. Thank you.
And good luck to your mom, your sister, and your boyfriend. Good family
Thank you.
people. Pray the
I'm
support.
pretty sure they're listening right now.
Thank you very much. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
We've had a good short exchange rib check here for a Thursday, our final basketball show of the season. Coach Allison, along with Selena Lozada, Nyla Allen joined us tonight, along with Joe Sierra from the News and Record. Also, the big man from Ragsdale, Brian Free, was here. Good, all the guests. Great shows tonight, and great shows all season long. That's going to do it for us. Thanks to Don Moore, the good work he has done at the Basketball in Focus, and also to Mike and the good people here at Shane's, the good job they do, and such good work, such good food, in fact, at Shane's. Our good buddy Chelsea not here tonight, so we can't bring her in to talk about the great food at Shane's. We do know about the great ribs, the barbecue, the wings, the also chicken salad, and all the different items at Shane's. Great food at Shane's, Westover Terrace. We will see you again, maybe in a few weeks. We may come back to Shane's, do a few baseball shows. Maybe every couple of weeks we'll do a baseball show at Shane's. In fact, if that is the case, we hope it is. We'll see you then. Anyway, good basketball season. Keep up the good work. Shane says so long.